Hello, this is my Pokemon transformation tier list. I saw some people talking about how instead of doing Pokemon Smash or Pass, they do Pokemon Transform or Pass, where they rate how much they would like to get Pokemon Mystery Dungeon style transformed into each Pokemon. Don't know if anyone actually did that, but I felt like doing that, but tier list instead. Anyway, Bulbasaur. So Bulbasaur, I was thinking, oh hey, yeah, that's a nice little guy, but actually, like, the plant would require sunlight to photosynthesize and stuff, and I do not like to be out in the sun. And like, you'd be part plant, part animal, so you could probably supplement it more with more food, but I don't like eating more food. So Bulbasaur goes in D tier, which means D tier is basically I would rather stay human. Ivysaur is basically the same, and Venusaur is really big, and that sounds super inconvenient. So F tier, which is like, no, no, stop. I would pay you money to not. Charmander, once again, nice little guy. You got fingers, but fire is not my element. I don't like fire. I don't like heat. I don't like. Nah. Nah. And Charmeleon, same deal. Now, Charizard. If I recall correctly, Charizard isn't actually very big. And Charizard's got those big wings so you can fly. So, yeah, and at that point, your fire gets strong enough to be, like, actually have practical applications. Well, no, fire doesn't need to be strong to be useful. And C tier. C tier is, like, I could take it or leave it. Squirtle. Now here we just have a little guy with, you got the shell. That could be inconvenient. But it could also be nice to just hide up in there. Again, be all nice and cozy and tucked away in your shell. And you get special swimming powers, and you can just go underwater and breathe underwater, probably. I don't know if all water types can do that. I'm gonna say they can. Yeah, Squirtle gets a nice solid A tier. Like, just good aesthetics, useful abilities, and yeah, nice. Wartortle is like kind of the same, but a bit bigger than Squirtle. Oh, he also got that nice fluffy tail and ear wings. Like, Wartortle is bigger than Squirtle, but like still nice and small. Another A tier. Blastoise gets a lot bigger. Not just big causes problems. Like, they're all big and heavy. I doubt you could even, like, swim very well. You'd be really slow in the water. Might just sink. That's a heavy shell. So, Blastoise gets a C tier. Caterpie. Caterpie is just... Caterpie's just a little guy. Like, I could crawl around as a little guy. That sounds fun. Metapod gets a D tier. Like, you just kind of... Honestly, Metapod might be F tier. Like, you can't move. Like, in the game sometimes you can with Tackle and in Mystery Dungeon, but, like, I'm pretty sure realistically you can't move. Metapod isn't even really supposed to be a Pokemon. It's supposed to just be the evolution for Butterfree. Yeah, Metapod just kind of feels not very applicable. Like, you're not going to stay a Metapod for long. You're going to... So, yeah, I think what I'll do is put Metapod with Butterfree. And Butterfree Butterfree's nice. You get to fly. Flying is just a major perk. So, yeah, you know, I'll give that a solid B tier. The whole line. Weedle, I don't like the spikes. I'm not a fan of poison. So Weedle gets a C tier. Beedrill, yeah, Kakuna's same as Map Bottom, I'm gonna put it with Beedrill. Beedrill, I just said I don't like the spikes, and this is more spikes. Like, Butterfree's got those tiny little hand things. Also, I don't think I'd really like Buzzing Flight as much. Like, well, speaking of flight, this is the kind of flight I want. Like, you're a little guy, you got nice convenient talons, and you got some nice feathery wings. Those, I want to glide. That sounds awesome. Then there's these two. These two look exactly the same. I'm pretty sure the difference is just size. Yeah, I remember. Yeah, Pidgeot is, like, huge. Like, this thing, it's kind of another Wartortle situation where you go from being a tiny little guy to, like, on the smaller side. Pidgeot's huge. Like, Pidgeot can carry a person. And that's got benefits, but size also has drawbacks, but flight, not just flight. Nothing more to say. Probably be D tier without. I mean, flight's already all it really has going for it. Rattata. I mean, there's not really much to say. It's just a little guy. And this is just a little guy, but bigger and more scraggly. I feel like the only real appeal of Rattata is being a little guy. And this kind of diminishes that. Also, you're not purple anymore. Like, come on. C tier. Yeah, C tier is, like, about on par with being a human. B tier is, like, yeah, I'd go for that. If you were to ask me, like, hey, you want to be a Caterpie for a day? I'd be like, sure, let's do it. Or well, I guess for a day, I could kind of go for any of them. But, like, I don't know, maybe like a week, month, I don't know. Like, I think B tier is a Pokemon I actively want to be. A tier is like, heck yeah. A tier is like, I got lucky on my transformation. I got a good one. Spearow. This is just Pidgey, but again. And this, I mean, you got that giant beak. That sounds inconvenient. But you can fly. That's just such a game changer. Ekans. That's a snake. That's a purple snake. That'd be a snake. Arbok. Again, like, you lose the little guy appeal. Like, come on. Yeah, I think this. You know, I would say that being, like, bigger, probably. I think, like, or as big or bigger than a human Arbok is, like, that would let you, like, give your friends coil hugs, and that would be cool, except that I don't think I would have the confidence to do that. So, no, Pikachu. Electricity powers just aren't really my thing. I think I'd rather have Rattata. Same with Raichu. Sandshrew. Well, that's neat. You can be a little pangolin, curl up into a ball, dig. Yeah, that's good. This is just Sandshrew, but with spikes on it. For some people, that would be an upgrade. But like, I have a bed that I want to sleep in. I don't want to cut up my blankets and stuff. I don't want spikes. Uh, oh gosh. um, Nidoran's kind of a Rattata situation, and that's a Wartortle situation to Rat. Like Nidorina, I think isn't. I think I just like Nidorina's design more. Nidoqueen. I mean, nah, D tier. This is like Nidorina, but spiky. So, no. Like, just being a Pokemon just kind of has some inherent appeal. So, like, solid C tier. Uh, hmm. What is this? Uh, yeah, Clefairy, this one. Yeah, yeah, Cleffa isn't until, like, Gen 2. Uh, nah. Nah, you get a C tier. And Clefairy, you get a D tier. Vulpix, that's nice. I should really be looking at the Pokedex entries for these. Oh, 1 second, please. Okay, so I got Pokemon.com's Pokedex loaded up. Not much about Vulpix. It has tails. Incredible. And Ninetales, its tails have supernatural powers. Very specific. Like Vulpix, I think, has an advantage over Charmander. Charmander is just always on fire. With Vulpix, like, the only thing it really has going for it is fire. But at least it isn't perpetually on fire. That sounds easier to manage. That's a nice B tier. And Ninetales, yeah, being a Ninetales sounds nice. Just nice and big and fluffy. That sounds nice. Jigglypuff. It's the only thing about that one, just that it sings and puts things to sleep. Yep. So Jigglypuff has a sleep song and is just a ball. Whatever. Wigglytuff, you're going with Clefable. Zubat. No eyes. I like that. That's nice. I don't... Like, I could stand not having eyes. And you got Flight. Yeah, Flight, Echolocation, like, yeah, Spin. Yeah, that's an A tier. Golbat. No. No, I think you, Nah. Just that gigantic mouth gets it a C tier. Oddish. Let's see, Oddish. It's a plant. Okay, so no. Pollen. Oh my gosh, toxic pollen. No. No. And this one, yeah, everyone knows how fucked up this one is. I'll gnaw on tree roots, whatever. But like this one... no. We got Venonat. But, no. Oh my gosh, there's so many poison types in Gen 1. Well, okay, this one can fly. It might be poisonous, but it's at least a C tier, like... Okay. Diglett. Anything to know about besides that it burrows? You know what? That kind of rocks. A tier. Dugtrio. I don't know how the 3 heads would work, and I'm not really enthused to find out. Meowth. Okay, so that's not really anything. It's a little cat dude. That's good. In Persian, well, that's... No, that's just like a... What is this, a panther? I don't know. You know, that's still good. Psyduck. Okay, so Psyduck is... just... no? Good swimming, psychic powers. Sure, why not? That sounds good. Mankey. Infuriated by its loneliness. Yeah, I knew they were gonna... I know everything about this line involves anger, but like... Infuriated by loneliness. Yeah, I'm just gonna ignore those parts, because it would be my brain in there. A little ball-shaped monkey with a nice tail. Sure, why not? I probably might lose his points for losing the tail. 1 foot tall. That's so tiny. Growlithe. Yeah. Yeah, like, it's a kind of Vulpix situation. Like, it's fire, but it's not literally on fire. So, like, yeah, sure. And Arcanine, yeah, Arcanine gets, it's a, like, there is a line to thread with the middle evolution, with the second form evolution. I, so let me see here. Growlithe is a nice 2 feet tall, and Arcanine is 6 feet tall. Yeah, no, that crosses the line, definitely. Uh, let's see, then we got the Poliwag line. Oh! I don't believe that. That is... No, that is way too firmly black and white. That, I don't think that's true. Uh, just a, just a little swimming thing. No arms, that's unfortunate. But like, nah, I guess a C tier. Huh. Staring at the swirl on its belly causes drowsiness. This trait of Poliwhirls has been used in place of lullabies to get children to go to sleep. Oh, I think I'll be using that in a story soon. You know, it's probably still good at swimming. Poliwrath. Its body is solid muscle. Okay. And still just a little 4 feet tall. Abra. It uses psychic powers when it sleeps. Does Abra even do anything? You know what? Whatever. Like, sure. I'll go into Psychic Dreamland. This is just the sleeping line. I wonder if they get along with Poliwhirl. Yeah, it loses the cuteness factor. Yeah, nah. Eh. You know what? It's hard to say no to incredible psychic powers. The Machop line. 2 feet tall and pure muscle. Sure, let's go. Machoke. Oh. Well, that just sounds kind of inconvenient. Like, the muscle is nice, but like, It can launch 1,000 punches in 2 seconds. Whatever. I'm not punching things. Bellsprout line. Hang on, my dog's at the door. Okay, I'm back, and I took the time to look over the next few Pokedex entries. Bellsprout eats bugs and wants to live in, and is meant to live in, like, sunny climates, so, yeah, I think that's just a D tier. And Weepinbell and Victreebel, I like Vor, but not with digestion and not as the pred. So, F tier for these. Dog again. Tentacool just kind of isn't good at swimming and just kind of drifts through the sea. So that's just nah, D tier. And Tentacruel is the same thing but bigger and with ultrasonic waves. Still D tier. The Geodude line, they're rocks. And that does not rock. Okay. Ponyta. It's a fire horse. I'm not a big fan of hooves or being on fire. Yeah, nah, I think this is D tier, or F tier. And Rapidash, well, Rapidash is really fast. I don't have anywhere to go. Hmm. These two don't appear to have any redeeming qualities. Well, at least they're not on fire. So, there's something. Yeah, that is a floating magnet. Not really seeing the appeal. Yeah, and it's made of metal, and no hands. Nah. And that's a Dugtrio situation again. I don't think that's gonna make it any. Earaches. Okay. That's... Okay, the heck does that mean? What? It can't live without the stalk? What do you mean? What? Huh? What does that mean? I mean, I'd say it can fly, but, like, can it? Okay, I'm going to treat this the same way I treat Charmander's if its tail goes out, it dies, as just a stupid Pokedex exaggeration. There's a lot of stupid stuff in the Pokedex. You know what? I thought about having a stock, like, sure, okay, having something to just twirl and swing around, that's not bad. And, maybe it can fly? V tier. Doduo. It has wings? Short wings. Where? Okay. It runs. I'm not seeing the appeal. Hmm. Hmm. You know, like I've been talking about how I don't like fire, I don't like heat. I I do like cold. Cold is nice. It's like having a Pokemon that's makes me very suited to the cold. Like, yeah, you know what? That's an A tier. Dugong. Well, you just look like Seal, but with a simplified design. Hmm. Yeah, another A tier. uh, uh, you know, I wouldn't mind being like a slime Pokemon if they weren't poison, but they are. Hmm. Harder than Diamond. Yeah, see what I'm talking about? Like, that's stupid. Uh, they really just didn't know what they were doing in Gen 1, huh? Like, this is just a shellfish with a tongue sticking out. I I don't understand. Uh, this is just the same thing except spiky and with a ghastly inside. That no. Okay, no, that's funny. I guess it's moved past poison assassination and it's just being a bastard now. You know what? The hands really make a difference. Like, you know what? Yeah, that makes a major difference. Even that B tier. Like, I'd be a haunter. Oh, yep, uh-huh, Gengar. I think Gengar is famous for having just ghost types in general have the most fucked up Pokedex entries. Like, yeah, this is going back into D tier. Somehow the middle stage was the best one. Uh, yeah, this is made of rocks. Like, it's a little better than the Geodude line, because like, it's snake burrows through the ground. That's cool. That's neat. But it is also made of rocks, and that does not sound very comfortable. Hmm. Uh, yeah, not that. No, nah. You know what? This one's winning me over with the hypnosis powers. Like Drowsy's got sleep and dream powers, Hypno's got hypno powers. Like that's neat. That's neat. I like that. That is a crab. That is a crab. Yeah, it's kind of another Geodude situation, like that hard outer shell, like, just... Nah. King Leonard, let me guess it. Yeah, this large pincer has a 10,000 horsepower. Yeah, okay, great, cool, sure. Yeah. Yeah, I, like, I know exploding doesn't kill them, but I would rather not. Hmm. Um, you know what? I was saying, like, having the 3 heads with Dodrio. Like, I don't know how that would work. That seemed kind of uncomfortable. But here it's like, can I, like, if I'm an execute, can I, like, split up and just be like 6 or 5 autonomous Pokemon? Like, that sounds cool. I don't know if that's how it works, but, like, that sounds cool. And that trait is the potential for that trait is immediately lost. Oh, okay, so the heads are different, independent. Okay, goodbye. You know what? At least with execute, I have the potential for company, but like, the 3 heads don't seem to be very interested in one another. Okay. Oh, hey, it's Thorn. Yeah, blah blah blah, dead mother, whatever. Uh, you know, this is just another little guy. Like, we're, like, got bones, but yeah, the bones are kind of hurting things. Again, it's the Geodude thing with hard and rough and uncomfortable, but like, nah, yeah, sorry. Sorry, Thorn. Uh, yeah, this is just kind of this is one of the weakest evolutions of Gen 1. Like, a lot of Gen 1 evolutions are just the same thing, but slightly bigger. Um, whatever, and whatever. Like, I can already punch and kick. I don't... That's not an improvement. Oh, what? Aw. Why'd they have to make Lickitung bad? Whatever, I'm not comfortable with licking people anyway. Oh, more poison types. That's not good. Uh, yeah. 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 No. Like, these two get a D tier because, like, being a slime sounds kind of neat, but these are just... I mean, what are they even made of? Is that, like, some kind of bone or what? Like, certainly doesn't look soft. Uh, Shatter a skyscraper. Uh-huh. Yeah, okay. and downgraded to punching holes through boulders. Come on, who's writing these? Yeah, these are made of rocks again. This one's at least quadrupedal, so that could be neat. This one, like, no. D and F tier are just getting really filled up. Healing eggs. That's cool. That's cool. Gosh, I think that gets an A tier. Yeah, you know what? That gets an A tier. Just a little pink thing going around healing. It's about as tall as Tanga. That's messed up, you know? Like, you see Chansey, it doesn't look like it's 3 feet tall. And you see Tangela, and you see Chansey, and you're like, Chansey's definitely, like, a lot taller than Tangela. No, they're the same height. That's messed up. That's messed up. You know, we're getting back to just the little guys. You know, that's a nice solid B tier. Oh gosh, Kangaskhan. I am not prepared for parenthood. I am sorry. You know what? You know what? You know what? Screw it. It gets a C tier. Yeah, that's nice. Just a nice swimmer. It's less versatile than some of the others, like Seal and Squirtle, but like yeah, just a nice swimmer. That's nice. That's nice. What? Oh, come on. Kanto's so stuffed full of poison types that they even made the mono water type poison type. It's also just very spiky. C tier. That's a fish. It gets a B tier. That's just kind of a downgrade. Yeah, you can go hang out with Seadra. And more water types. They really bunched them up. Oh, and then we get a barrage of human-like Pokemon. And Scyther. Oh, you get to glow. That's nice. That's nice. Yeah, that gets a B tier. Gosh, we were just in D tier and F tier city back there, and then we're just getting a ton of water types. Oh, psychic powers and water type? Awesome. And you still get to glow. Oh, what's the size of these actually? Nope. What's the size of these? I forgot to check. Yep, 2 feet tall, 3 feet tall, 2'7", and 2.5 feet. God, the way feet just mess me up because you see 2 and then a 0 and you think, oh, this is just 2 feet tall. But like, no, this is over 2.5 feet tall. That's messed up. I don't like this notation. Because the 0 just really messes me up. The only reason that that neither of these qualify for A tier, I'm not sure how how well they actually swim. Like, I mean, they don't even have fins or anything. It's kind of like Beedrill's flight. Like, these things can swim, but it's not the same swimming as like seal or even like Squirtle and Wartortle. They have limbs and stuff. Wartortle's got that tail. I wonder how that works with swimming. And then Mr. Mime. No, I don't really want to make invisible walls, and other than these, I could just put on clown makeup and achieve the same effect. Scyther. Really fast, flying, that sounds neat. The lack of hands, that is unfortunate. Well, it's at least C tier. Yeah, I'll give that a C tier. Jinx. Oh, these are Galarian Pokedex entries. Huh. Anyway, yeah, same situation as Mr. Mime. Like, if I wanted a purple face, I could just put on makeup. And then we got a few more human-shaped ones. Oh, so they, like, eat electricity? Yeah, electricity is just not really my element. Ah, whatever, you get electric powers, that's neat at least. Okay, yeah, this gets a nice proper D tier. Yeah, this is just a spiky bug with like a probably hard carapace. Nah. Nah, that's kind of like a Ponyta situation. Like, I don't want hooves. But it may jump high on rare occasions, but never more than 7 feet. That's funny, because one of Magikarp's Pokedex entries says, like, it can jump over a mountain, and, like, a 6-foot mountain? I mean, yeah, this gets a C tier for being a fish. Gyarados. I'm just kind of ignoring the parts about, like, personality, because it's me in there. The atrocious Pokemon. Okay. Rude. That gets a B tier. Looks like a strong swimmer, as well as just strong in general. Big snake. That's neat. That's neat. Lapras. Understands human speech. Neat. Yeah, that sounds relaxing. Just chilling, swimming across the sea, being a fairy for people. That's neat. That's neat. That's neat. Wonder if it deserves an A tier. Nah. If made to laugh, it can't maintain its disguise. Huh. Hmm. You know what? This rocks. Like, yeah, I get to transform into anything. Well, I would assume anything I can see. I don't know. But, yeah, that's cool. And, like, even if I don't transform, I'm a little blob. That's like Grimer, except without the downside of being poisonous. Yeah, that's just a little guy. Um, I mean, yeah, just a nice solid B tier. Nothing special. Vaporeon. This is like an Eevee, but you get to swim. Ah, but you don't have fur. Still, I like it. I like you. You get fins like to swim like a fish, but you also get to be like quadrupedal and stuff. That's an A tier. That's an A tier. Uh, hmm. Yeah, spiky, electric. Eh. I mean, electric powers are better than no powers, so sure. Hmm. Yeah, this goes with the other two. Uh, and just round out the fossils. Computer program. I'm not. Yeah, Porygon can exist in like. Oh, can it? I remember there's an episode of the anime where there's Porygon virtual space, but in that episode, like Ash and the gang also go to virtual space. It's like, can you be just like a program in a computer just wandering around like that? I'm gonna say yes, so that's an A tier. That sounds awesome. Um, Extinct no more. Invasive species from the past. This is like Jurassic Park, but it's an ecologist's nightmare instead of a horror movie. Or whatever Jurassic Park was. Uh, what? What is this? Are there other Pokedex entries? No. Uh, I mean, hmm. Okay, so it's like a little water snail. Not that hard shell though. What do they do? Eh, seems neat. I'll give it a B tier. Hmm. Weighed down by a large and heavy shell, and covered in spikes also. Yeah, I guess a C tier. Hmm. You know what? I like the crawliness of it. I like that. Giving it a B tier. And this is just a completely different Pokemon. Huh. This is like Scyther, but if it couldn't fly. Like, I think this might be D tier. It flies. How big is this thing actually? 5 feet, 6 feet. Yeah, I'll give it a C tier as a large flyer. I mean, there's not really much to say. It's Snorlax. Gets a B tier. Like, just being a big fat Snorlax, that doesn't sound so bad. Yeah. Okay, so actually, shoot, I forgot to check how big they are. 5 feet, okay, so they're pretty big. You know what? Giving this one an A tier. Like, heck yeah, Ice Bird, that sounds awesome. I like ice. Electric Bird. Yeah, these get B tiers. Oh, wait. Oh, whoops. Hang on. This should be in B tier. It can fly. That's awesome. I want to fly. And this is a Firebird. I think that's a B tier. Like, they're big, and I'm not a fan of their elements. Okay, Dratini. Yeah, it's just a cute little dragon snake. 5 feet? 5 feet long. Wow. That's pretty long. You know what? This one's just so cute. It gets an A tier. Dragonair. Oh, wow. 13 feet long. That is a long dragon snake. Like, you know, height and size have kind of been... They don't look that long, you know? Like, that doesn't look like 13 feet long. It does not look like you could have two adults lay down alongside it and have it be bigger than the two adults. Like, that... Dratini's even worse. Like, no, this thing is not as long as an adult human. No way. I think the artist didn't get the memo. But, like, yeah, height and, like, size has been kind of a downside, and, like, I don't want to be huge. Snorlax gets a pass because it's just big and fat and lazy, and that sounds awesome. But like, as a little snake with length, that doesn't. Yeah, B tier. It kind of loses Dratini's cuteness factor. This. I don't know how this evolved from Dragonair. Like, that's not an original thought, but sure is a big dragon. It's way shorter than Dragonair. What the heck? What the heck? Oh my gosh, what are they doing with the... They just didn't care at all in Gen 1, did they? You know what? They got wings. That's a at least a C tier. As long as they don't have any disadvantages. Mewtwo. Yeah, immense psychic power. I don't like its fingers. Got a nice tail though. Got a nice tail. Give it a B tier. And then Mew. Oh my gosh, Mew has fur? Oh my gosh. Okay, yeah, Mew just being a little cute psychic cat thing. Like doesn't have wings when it flies around. Okay, technically it knows transform. Like, that kind of feels like cheating. That's Ditto's thing. But like, this is at least an A tier. Honestly, I think this gets S tier. Like, look at this thing. I want to be this thing. I want to be this thing. That's so cool. That's so cool. I want to be Mew. Who doesn't want to be Mew? That's so cool. So, yeah, here is my Pokemon transformation tier list.